They feel they don't know who the influencers are on their media feed and so forth. And so we have a generation growing up that is feeling increasingly isolated, at war with, a competition for jobs. People are buying guns at levels never seen before because they feel so distrustful and scared of other people. The biggest buyer of guns, by the way, is women who are not buying it to hunt or sport. They're buying it for protection. They're buying guns for their kids. There's a lot of money to be made in selling guns right now. And so a lot of this book is about these longer term forces that have given rise to Trump. Because in the end, you probably know, Robert, that Hannah Arendt, who knew something about Nazi Germany, wrote in one of her famous phrases that loneliness was at the heart of fascism. And what she was saying by that was that there was something about when people are feeling isolated, competitive, distrustful, and scared, that they are easily mobilized by right wing kind of authoritarian forces, and a strong man or a fascist leader who says, I alone can protect you. You're scared. I understand why you're scared. There are, aliens among us who are out to destroy you, and I am going to protect you. So after analyzing this breakdown of relationships, again, just to make one slightly more academic reference, we talk about capital, but how often do Americans, there's a famous person I know you know, Robert, named Pierre Bourdieu, a French theorist who wrote about what he called social capital. By what he meant is social capital, like financial capital, is a critical resource for survival. And what he meant by social capital was the kinds of capacities and relationships that enabled a person to flourish. It involved a kind of network of safety and social community that was in the workplace and in the society that allows people to survive and function without a dictatorial regime that's basically going to keep people feeling safe through what we're seeing unravel in the United States today. So I think there's a crisis of both economic and social capital in America today, meaning the ordinary person. It's interesting. I don't know if you know this, Robert, but there's been some recent surveys of the Trump base and what kind of social relationships they have with each other. And it turns out, actually, the American Enterprise Institute and some others did some conservative surveys, did some survey work on this. And the people living in the biggest civic deserts of America, places which don't have public gardens or public spaces that are safe or don't have pub cafes, are areas where the lower income and working class people live. And these polls show over and over again that the people who experience the most social isolation and fear and sense of distrust of people are working people, lower income people, non-college educated people in the Trump base. Meanwhile, the Surgeon General of the United States just last year published a thing you might have seen. It's called The Epidemic of Loneliness in America, where he just finds things like the number of Americans who eat, they're all